Fucking hell, again. Yo, can you take this off? Can you take the thing off? Can you hide the overlay? Oh my
There it
god.
is.
Wow, mine's not working for some reason. Can you put the Bodycast one on?
Let me see.
It's just underneath that. Why is my...
Oh, there it is.
Bang bang! Flawless. Absolutely. Another one for the record books. Bang bang, welcome.
Take two.
Fucking hell. So we're still working out the kinks, it's not, we haven't been doing this for very long, so appreciate everyone sticking with us. Welcome everybody to a special late night edition of the Bodycast.
Yeah, we have to get real close to the computer and we have to talk like this while we're doing it.
Oh boy. Ladies, the female viewership of our show, this one's for you. Guys, it's for guys too, hey.
Ay.
Welcome to the Bodycast, the official podcast for the subreddit r/rap battles. My name, Sucker Free Cope, and with me,
Pat McClung, winner of the NBA dunk contest last night.
Nice. That's the National Basketball Alliance. For people who don't know, it's a sport in the States that they play. It's like handball, but it's I don't pay attention. And
I'm not gonna.
Yeah. r/rap battles is of course the largest online forum for the international culture of battle rap. You can find us on Reddit, Twitter, Instagram, and on the official Discord server in the links below. It's the only place for fans to go for battle rap news from around the globe. What a show!
Yep.
What a show!
It's got a different aura at this stage of the day.
Yo, Hylas, what's up? Bang! For real, man. Sleep is important, but this is more important. So appreciate you. Facts. Yeah, no, it's going to be a crazy show. I mean, I'm really excited for it. I think that the thing that I wanted to really kick off, this is really important, and we should start every show with this, is that, Pathogenic is fucking like this is just like a couple of guys talking about battle rap, okay? Like
Pathogenic is fucking.
It's fucking. There's no words that can come after that will summate him properly. Anyways, I digress, but I don't digress. I ingress. I don't know. I am a battle rapper. I battled a little bit. I battled some guys. And I worked for King of the Dot, and I've been working for King of the Dot for a while, and I've actually run the Vancouver division back when we had the Vancouver division for a very short period of time, but got my hands in the battle rap culture. I set up and created the r/rap battles Reddit fucking 12 years ago now. I'm helping out King of the Dot for this huge event. And Pathogenic is fucking battling on it. So this is like maybe one of the biggest events in modern battle rap history. I think most people feel that way for the emotional momentum and all that stuff. So, just so you know, the fans, I mean, you already know because that's why you're watching, but this is the highest quality commentary that you can get.
Period.
So yeah, we're the best.
The credentials, they're there
through the roof.
I mean, we're talking award-winning,
Facts.
main stage battler Pathogenic, who has yet to win Battle of the Week because BattleBot hates me, and the feeling is mutual.
BattleBot, yo, facts. We do have BattleBot back, and he's great, and we love him very much. And we love all of our robot friends.
But we love our actual human fans more. All of you guys are probably the best. On a scale of 1 to 10, you're an 11. You're right up there.
100,000%.
If you're tuned in at this hour to listen to us talk, which, I mean, of course you are, because listen to us. you're the cream of the crop.
Totally. 100%. You know what? When I see and we're all going to get together with this, so grab your drinks. But when I see the feedback from the fans, moves me to tears.
Less booze, it's just cheers.
Which is unusual.
And I'm gonna rhyme cheers with cheers.
And join us now for the community cheers. Hey, cheers. BattleBot hacked Cope's Wi-Fi. No, BattleBot is as strange as it seems. BattleBot is on our side, I believe. So yeah, we'll see. I'm sure that he'll check in with us about the
he
Battle
might be on your side. He's not on our side.
He loves humanity. I'm pretty sure I programmed that in. But really crazy Battle of the Week competition this week. Like really, there's lots of really good battles. You know, some weeks, especially if you got a good battle dropping, you want to hit that week where like maybe nothing really hot has dropped. And this week is like stacked competition. iBattle has 2 nominees that could easily win. Wow.
100%
themselves. So really crazy stuff. Let's jump into it. Let's talk about America. Rum Nitty wins Champion of the Year. That's what the buzz is about. That's what everybody's talking about. What were your first thoughts when you saw that announcement?
Mix of both surprise and not surprised. How strange is that? I'm not surprised because Nitty's crazy. And every year he has a year that I think is worthy of winning the Champion of the Year. But I was still surprised because I thought, and maybe it was my recency bias that allowed for me to think that way, but I really thought that there were a couple others that maybe had edged out that number 1 spot.
Shug?
I really thought that Shotgun was going to be higher than he was.
Yeah.
I really did.
Who else?
And I honestly thought that Swamp might have been a little bit higher.
True. That was like a contentious.
Nitty.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So you think that the guy who wins Champion of the Year, the guy who beat him, should at least be a little bit higher. But again, it was a mix of, I thought this, but it makes sense.
Yeah, it super makes sense. And everybody loves Rum, I think that everybody's really cool with that. He's so dope. And the thing is, right, Swamp beat him. I remember watching that. Had a lot of Swamp's wins. I don't know, we discussed this when we did our top 10.
We did, yes. And it was kind of like against guys that were phoning it in slightly.
Yeah. But man, I think that the fact that kind of lines up with what we had, speaks to the voters on the subreddit, because that's really the subreddit's top 10. So that's what the people think. People love it.
Yep.
Good shit. I love it. I love the work that they put into it. Shouts out to Jay Black and the homie Mark, friend of the show. I mean, like that's a lot of organization. That's a lot of work. That's like tons and tons of man hours on like something that's subjective. Something trying to quantify something that's just trying to fucking put air in a hat. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to catch.
Yeah, it's something that's
hard to catch.
Everyone's trying to catch a collective thing when it's an individual thing.
Exactly.
And
that's how you have to do it, right?
Yeah. I will say salute to them for debating whether or not Bizzo should be in the top 20.
Facts.
I thought that was very solid of them to acknowledge somebody from the UK like that. Obviously, there was a big buzz on Twitter about the rest of the fans not acknowledging anything UK related, but
so funny.
But with that being said, it was nice to see them still talk about him in that regard.
Facts. I love that. And, he makes that bridge. He creates that bridge because without him, it's hard for I mean, the UK guys to break into that conversation. And like, who's to say? You know what? That's the American conversation. Like, we're talking about Canadians in there. Like the Premier has their awards, and it's extensive as well.
Yeah.
Right. And they're honoring the entirety of UK in their awards too. So I feel like, you know, maybe we should fucking set up some Canadian awards. You know, get your own shit going.
Why not?
I know. What's up? The UK is a real play. Yo, Mike's in the house. Let's go.
Hey, what's good, Mike?
Yo, Mike, do you have battles on this channel? I think Mike is OG, and he's one of the mods for the Discord. So I don't know if he still is, but oh, what? Yo, everybody is saying what's up. Found a words, got a battle dropped versus Dysfunctional. Beast Mode. Definitely check that out. That's nominated for Battle of the Week too. So get on Reddit. Put it on Reddit. and then Quadre is gonna be there. It's dope. Amazing. Sorry. Wow. It's dope. I'm super hyped.
You clap like that, you're gonna take your Wi-Fi out again.
Right.
Cope's on clapper Wi-Fi over there.
I gotta be very delicate with all the technology around me. Yo, Polyfree, what's up? GG, bong bong. Look at that. Absolute all-stars. Let's go.
The man himself.
Yo, absolute a monster in the ring too. When Billboard gets back in the ring, absolutely scary.
Yeah.
But digressing, Champion of the Year was great. Love to talk about Bizzo for sure. And hopefully,
are we going to talk about RBE at all, or?
Yeah, I got some notes here. I had some notes on 1 second. I could have sworn I had notes here from.
I thought there was some on the Google Drive. That's why
we're gonna do some.
We don't cover small American leagues.
Oh, hey, BattleBot.
Small.
Yeah, RBE's not small. He's malfunctioning. RBE's like easily the second largest American league. They're not small. We always cover RBE. We always cover RBE. Do we?
He looked a little.
Well, we don't cover them anymore.
I don't know. What did you?
Did you notice his outfit's a little different?
He's got a belt or something, right?
Yeah, it's like BB's all blinged out by the looks of it.
BB, did you get some Bitcoin transfer somehow from somebody?
Yes, I recently came into an opportunity that would allow for ultimate upgrades.
I see what's going on here.
Ultimate upgrades. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here.
Not voting for me for fucking Battle of the Week, but he's got some upgrades.
Oh man, BattleBot. Just don't spend it all in one place. But yeah, I guess we don't have anything for RBE this week. That's really weird. But yes, moving right along to Canada, the Stay Forever card was released, and the full card. Holy crap! This is what I mean. Everybody's talking about how perfect it is and how it really encapsulates everything you expect from KOTD and everything you want to see from performance, including emphasis on Canadian talent, as well as like OGs and champs and people who were a big part of KOTD's history and building the culture. It's just like, it's just been just that vibe of love and appreciation. I've been feeling it through the interwebs. It touches everybody.
It really has seemed that way, hasn't it? Like, even I think it makes it real when I see the URL Twitter, tweeting and saying saying in the tweets, support at Organic Hip Hop and everything for Pat Stays Pat, like actually tagging Organic and tagging King of the Dot and saying like, this is for Pat. It's so much bigger than Battlerap.
Yeah.
Which is fitting because Pat was so much bigger than Battlerap in every way. And so this is where it seems real. It's been talked about, there's been announcements, but now that the full card is out, it's real.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Yeah. No, 10 out of 10. I mean, fuck, man. Yo, you're opening the card. What? What?
On day 2, yeah.
Man, like, it's crazy. Yeah, facts. Big up. Pat's opening the card. It's a kind of one-sided. I feel like, damn, poor Steve. I'm a big fan of Steve's, but I don't think Glock has ever lost on the main stage. So
I don't think so either.
I don't expect that to change.
Shut up, Steve. He's somewhere. I don't know what the time is there, but he's somewhere saying something.
In Chicago, going, this pizza is disgusting.
He's in Deerfield having a great time.
Let's look at this. For real. Let's look at this card. If you haven't seen it, what rock are you living under? I don't know. I should mute my shit while I find this.
Let's we can start with what's opening day 1. Imagine your opening battle of day 1 is Real Sick and Lou Castro versus DNA and Charlie Clips.
Oh my God.
That's your opener. That's how they'll do
it. Yeah, right. I wonder if that's how they'll organize it.
Yeah, I mean, it's never usually the same as the flyer, right. But if we're gonna go by the flyer, that's the opener, and that's crazy.
Yeah. You've got the like heavy hitting energy and great rapping and ability of Real Sick and Lou Castro, and the like dynamic charisma and like moment creating mastery of the 2-on-2 format that you get with
Clips and DNA. It's crowd fan favorites. Like, it's gonna be, if it is how it starts, it'll be the perfect way to start the event. Everyone's going to be into it right from the hop. And if it's later in the night, it'll be great later in the night too.
If they start with Myverse versus KCJ, that's really nice too, because it's a compliment match. I kind of like that more, honestly. I don't know.
I think it's cool.
I don't know. I'm getting mixed reactions on this one, but I like it. I think it's fucking cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you almost expected there to be a compliment battle on the card because Pat was so fond of compliment battles. He, besides him being one of the best battle rappers ever, he was, I mean, at least in my opinion, the best compliment battle rapper ever. And so it kind of makes sense that there's one on the card. And can you really go wrong with Myverse and KCJ complimenting one another?
It's super dope. And like the high level of skill, right? Like these are like top tier legendary performers. This is going to be really, I'd love to see that on display in a focused compliment style setting, I don't know, it doesn't all have to be everybody's killing each other. And I think it's going to be a light, maybe help set the tone for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'll enjoy listening to it. Obviously, I'll be there, but I won't be watching it with my eyes. I'm in a committed relationship, and so I'll be turning the other direction. Of course, listening to it, it'll be very nice to hear.
Sure. Yeah, I plan to listen to that battle a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen very intently.
I'm gonna listen really close. Real Deal versus Loso. Ooh, that's kind of out of left field. I would not expect that. I don't know why. I just don't. I didn't expect that at all.
I see both as. I think it's been brought up before too. Maybe that's why I'm saying this and I've been influenced. But I do know that both of them are fantastic with angles. It's kind of both of their strong suits, and so I feel like that's just one of those exciting, great. And it's a good test for Real Deal too, considering Loso is on a URL contract. He's a URL battler technically. And so this might be a good step for him to battle a URL battler. And then from there, get onto another URL event from there. Because he's expressed wanting to go back onto that stage. And so this might be a good way of the fans seeing that and campaigning for him to be back also.
He's not going to be light, and he's not going to choke. Like that's what I think. If you get 100% Real Deal, if you get 110 Real Deal, that's a fucking dangerous battler right there.
Yep.
So yeah, to have that footage against Loso where you're like either a classic or I don't know. I mean, I what's the last battle Loso's done? I haven't seen.
He battled T-Top yesterday.
Oh, there you go. Do we have any? Do we know anything about that?
I've seen some clips. It was from what I heard, it was Battle of the Night yesterday.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
cool, very cool.
That or Danny Myers and Charlie clips. I believe both of those.
Super dope. Yeah. Everybody on the subreddit is complaining that the URL is fucking up by not putting their shit on caffeine or making it free to watch because they're like these app events are nobody can watch them. We put up a thread. There's like 12 comments. Yeah. But so we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I kind of wanted to see that event too. It's a shame that it's kind of restricted by. I don't have the app. I don't know. Anyways,
me neither anymore.
Franchise versus Saint.
Ooh.
Speaking of URL.
Yeah, Saint fresh on his URL contract, fresh off battling Chess.
Yeah.
Back battling Franchise.
Which is great because I like Saint a lot. I've been a big fan of Saint since I think the Grand Prix and coming into the Grand Prix. And you know, he's really dynamic. He's really entertaining to watch. He's electrifying, that sort of thing. And Franchise is the same. Franchises, I don't even know if maybe Franchise is better, like in terms of energy manipulation, just because Saint is very. He'll keep hitting you, and he's a repetitive puncher, and he'll hit you with a bunch of like really good shit. And Franchise has this energy building. He does the building really well, and like oscillating is the word. Thank you. Oscillating from quiet to loud and quiet to loud, like that dynamic is very engaging. And so yeah, I mean, I think this one's just a fucking powder keg. Like this is the energy, right? This is the creating energy. You put this at the end of the night and everyone's still going to be into it. Totally.
Wake them back up. Things get quiet a little bit. You have this battle lined up. This one is it's going to be nuts.
You're totally right. You could close the night with this. You can close the night with this, no problem. They're going to have great bars too, like great writers, great performers. I'm really hyped for this match.
Me too. I think it's a perfect match. It's one that before both of them went to URL would have been matched up on a very large King of the Dot card previously. You know, if both of them weren't going to the URL, I think that's one that people would be saying we got to see that on King of the Dot. We got to see that on a blackout. If the Rolodex came down, Franchise versus Saint in a parallel universe, as Danny would say, that's going to make the building explode. Facts. And like so far, this is just crazy. the card that's only 4 battles in, and then you're hit the 1-2 punch of Roan versus Dumb and Hollow versus Sharon. Yikes! Do we even need to talk about it? Yes, let's talk about it because I want to put it down right now. I think Roan is going to destroy Dumbfounded. Oh shit! This is the first time ever Copacetic has weighed in on what will happen in a battle. So normally I'm very diplomatic. I don't give a shit. But I don't know if, like, when we saw their returns, I felt like Dumb is really, like, man, we were watching SoCon versus A-Ward, and he has this sort of style where you say something extremely clever and well thought out, and that's sort of like you pepper you around with shit that's really like funny and encapsulates your opponent, blah 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 blah. But Roan's return versus Sharon, it was rapping, it was character assassination, it was like jokes, it was so well rounded, and he had so much depth. And I felt like his understanding of culture and the techniques had grown and were really refined and really sharp. And I don't know if Dumb can keep up with that. I don't think I've ever seen a Dumb performance that can match that shit. Whoa.
I don't know. I'm gonna meet him, and I'm gonna be like, "Hi." He's like, "Listen, I heard what you said on the Bodycast, and I don't agree." That's what Dumb sounds like.
He watches very intently.
Big fan of the show. Friend of the show.
Dumbfounded is the first battle rapper that I ever watched.
Oh shit!
Their whole catalog. Like when I got into it, I was like, I got to watch everything that he's done. I think that the nostalgia factor and the excitement of having Dumbfounded return is going to carry him through the first round. I think that Roan's approach for Sharon was very different than his approach will be for Dumbfounded. And I think that will save it from looking terrible. I don't think that it's going to be, I don't think that Roan's going to body him.
You think he's going to pull his punches?
I don't think he's going to pull his punches, but I think he's going to punch differently than how he punched against Sharon.
So like you're talking about punching for entertainment as opposed to punching for like a W.
Correct. Correct. I think that the goal going into this battle isn't for either of them to win. Yeah. Right? The goal isn't for me to come away from that saying, yeah, I beat Dumbfounded on the Stay Forever card. I think the goal is for both of them to go in and do the thing that's the most entertaining so that everyone is wanting to see it and talk about it. Yeah. So I think that, at the same point in time too, there's a lot more ammo when it comes to Roan's character assassination ability against Sharon than there is against Dumbfounded.
That's true. Dumbfounded, extremely successful, popular. Sharon is as well, but there's a lot of being a battle rapper all the time just creates a bunch of angles.
Correct.
Yeah. No, that's really expert insight and analysis. And
I don't know.
Watch us be totally wrong. Watch us totally wrong, and Dumbfounded is just like turns into real sick, and he's just multis like crazy, just fucking a barrage, just absolute bodies him.
Dumbfounded might come out there and say the funniest fucking thing that I've ever heard said. I'm so excited.
It's gonna be so much fun.
So excited.
It's gonna be stupid fun. And then Hollow and Sharon, very, very legendary matchup. I don't know what to say.
This one is the opposite of what I was just talking about. This one, I think, is both of them trying to get the win on this card.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think that's what this one is going to be about.
Yeah, Hollow doesn't want to lose to Sharon.
No, especially on this card.
Nope.
So I think that I haven't seen Hollow versus Ill Will, but from the clips that I have been seeing, if that's the kind of form Hollow that we're getting on this card next week, we're in for a treat.
He knows how to do it. He's not his return in the URL, there was a lot of questions about like, oh, did he fucking forget how to fucking do this shit? But it's just such an alchemy, and there's so many different factors that come into play. But I think, yeah, like you said, they're both going to be visualizing. They're both going to be manifesting a really competitive battle.
Competitive.
It's gonna be real competitive. And I'm a huge Hollow fan, so I'm just hyped to see it. Honestly, I think it's going to be spectacular. I think Sharon is really deadly. I think he's probably unequivocally number one Canadian battler currently.
Yeah.
He's just like you said. It's so much. There's so much more for it. This is when you talk about people who are on the card who have an emotional attachment to battling and to Pat. Don't think there's anybody else like Sharon.
Then the people that are in the two main events, right? Dumbfounded, same birthday, isn't that crazy? Roan, obviously, the compliment battles, and then Sharon and Hollow.
You know what? That's super true.
So it really, we can pick through this card and pick through all of the connections to Pat, and there are so many, and it's just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that energy is too. I don't know if people are familiar with that. Like you go to an event and you're going to feel a a surge of energy just from a bunch of people being in the same space as each other and enjoying that space. And the energy sort of reflects and bounces around. But when you have something where, like this event, which triggers so much emotion, it just amplifies that to a crazy degree. And I don't know if people are ready for that, because you're going to feel, it. I know you're going to feel it all through your body for probably a long time afterwards.
It's going to be very emotional.
Yeah, especially if you get the pay-per-view as well, PPV. Just watching it, I think everybody online is going to have that same experience. We can all experience it together. And definitely, if you're thinking about buying it, it's like the proceeds go to Pat's family. Everything goes to Pat's family. I've seen behind the scenes. We talk to Organic every day on this shit, and it's just like the people are making enormous sacrifices to just give to Pat's family. So definitely consider buying the pay-per-view or whatever, man. There's going to be merch. There's going to be a bunch of stuff where you can just contribute. So yeah. That's day one. It's not even. Damn.
There's more.
Shit. So like day two starts out.
Yeah.
How does that feel? Tell people, like, when you saw the card drop and your name is there with all those legends, like, man, you must feel like enormous pride and just fucking, like, how does that feel, man? I don't know.
Well, we can get into it a little bit, because so I knew that this battle was going to be on this card for an extended period of time, but that's all I knew. I didn't know who the other battlers on the card were going to be. So as these announcements were coming up, that was me finding out about it as well. And so it starts off as a feeling of, holy shit, I'm included in this. Somewhere down the line, I'm a part of this card. And it wasn't until I saw the trailer and saw all of the battles across the 2 days, and obviously my name being on there as well. And that's when the imposter syndrome hit. And I went, yeah, guys, there's no way I belong on that card. Are you kidding me? And then as that first initial feeling goes away, now it's just a matter of, it's meant to be.
Everybody who is commenting on your posts says you deserve it.
Exactly. It's just a natural human emotion to go, oh, there's no way.
And I can tell you, there's a fucking difference, okay? When I got Marv 1, it was a little out of left field, and I got a lot of people who were like, "That's a really good look for you." Like, that's a good look for you. But everybody on your posts is saying how you earned it and how you deserved it, and they expected you to see you there.
Yeah. No, it's so once the imposter syndrome goes away, then it's pride. And then it's I did it. If we got time for a story, I'm going to get into a story about this.
Okay.
And I think maybe I already talked about this on the last show, but 5 years ago, buying the pay-per-view for Decade was before I ever started battling, and watching Pat and Arsenal in their rematch and going, wow, this is insane. And I, turned to my little brother and was like, I want to do that one day. I want to be in that position and do that. And 5 years later, and COVID, the pandemic, which obviously slowed things down, the train accident, which slowed things down. And now next weekend, I'll be battling on the main stage in that venue, the last venue that King of the Dot was at in Canada, the last venue that Pat battled at in Canada, literally in that spot. And it's nuts.
And you're gonna smoke them.
Yeah, Steve.
Yo, I'm hyped for this though. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
there.
It's gonna be nuts.
It's gonna be so much fun.
Normally, I've sparred with Cope at this point in time, but Cope and I have not actually. He has not heard any of my material on purpose, so that he can react as if he's never heard of it.
Yeah, I'm super against that. I don't know why. Terrible. You know what it is? It's because somebody will tell me some shit. Like if you like, I had this happen one time for a battler who remained nameless. I probably already named him before in a previous episode. But they came to me the week before the battles and they fucking ran their shit. And I was like, oh, you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
Why would you tell me that shit? I can't help you at this point. It's written. Sorry. But yeah, no, I nobody's gonna die there. Maybe Steve, but it's gonna be fun and I'm super excited to see it. Poe Rich, Joey Gambello.
Ooh.
It's kind of dicey. I don't know, man. I don't know what kind of Poe we're gonna get. You know, I think that's the thing. It's like, you know, Poe Rich versus A Ward. A lot of people really fucking fuck with that Poe Rich.
Yeah.
And you know, he's been doing a lot of work on CRB, and I think it's just sort of, you know, are we gonna see the fucking, you know, people's champ, loud, you know, braggadocious, great fucking presence, energy, saying funny shit, guy, or what? I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
I think that Poe Rich versus A Ward, excellent showing. But in his last couple, Poe Rich versus Franchise on CRB, kind of lackluster. Poe Rich versus Scott Free, though, on CRB was excellent. And so if he was to come in with that kind of performance, then he's not going to lose as badly to Joey. But Joey, what he did against Ellipsis, one of the best, period.
I'm extremely biased. Sorry, go ahead.
That was impressive. It's always been with Joey. It has always been, is he going to remember all his material? Is he going to come through prepared? And I think that there's a switch that shifted with Joey in the last little bit here, and how he came for Ellipsis and what he's going to come with for Poe. I think that he's really trying to make a statement. And
that was it. Yeah, that was a statement game. And he came in there, and I'm directly behind Ellipsis for this battle. And like, I make no secret about it. I want Ellipsis to win. I thought he was going to win. I thought he was going to fucking smoke him. And Joey was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was like electric. It was engaging. There was so much going on. He's really up there, I think, when you're talking about Canadian battle rap talent.
Yeah.
Up there.
100%.
So, definitely very scary. And we'll take the best Poe Rich to make it a close match.
And I think that the big difference between them, Poe commands the room because of his volume, how loud he is.
Mm-hmm. Projection.
He makes you engage because he's so loud. It's like, Jesus Christ, I got to watch and see what's happening. Joey is a very different kind of, it's a lot more easy to watch. Joey makes you engage because of his performance, his ability to work the camera, how he's moving around the ring, how he has his inflection, the change that he has, like we talked about with it and oscillating, like with Franchise. That I feel is just a more engaging way of battling than Poe's way. And so I think that that's where the difference is going to lie.
We'll see. We shall see. We fucking totally open to being wrong about all of this, but you know, we are fucking experts, so there is that. The third battle on day 2. The third battle is Solcon
versus Frack.
What a great battle too. What a great setup for this battle. Like, you know, I mean, both very like, being Jewish is a big part of their personality. Let me just say it. Being Jewish is a big part of their battle rap personality. And sort of Frack is like the newer school guy, and so it's like, I don't know how I can fucking talk about this shit without getting canceled. Like, so I don't know. it feels like a vets versus rookies versus vets.
Yeah, in a strange way. Shout out to XQZ for now being the third best Jewish guy on the card. Poor Steve. But when it comes to SoulCon and Frack, I think that it was very well thought out that SoulCon versus A Ward dropped the same day that SoulCon versus Frack was announced. I don't know if Lex had planned that out with King of the Dot or not, or how he did that, but because if that gets announced before him versus A Ward, everyone goes SoulCon's getting destroyed.
Yeah, it's different
based on his last performance. But now everyone's going to be a lot more excited to see this
because he fucking because he killed it, because he fucking smoked it on his iBattle shit. And I know that Chrome disagrees with me. But man, that was such an interesting battle, which we'll get into. I mean, we'll cover the battle of the week a little bit at the end, but yeah, it's a really great match. If we get that SoulCon, versus A Ward, it's super impressive. It's super the fucking essence of Battlerap, which is the shit. This is the shit that works. This is the shit that's extremely effective. Angles and punches and jokes, and it reminds me of that essence of like grind time. I don't even want to say it. Fuck it. It's grind time. It's grind time shit. We're gonna get in the ring and we're gonna humiliate each other. It's not about like, oh, what technical shit I said or how I interpreted some weird triple entendre, whatever, crazy multi. It's like, yo, I'm gonna humiliate you for 3 rounds.
Yeah. In a new school way and in an old school way.
Yeah. I love it.
And I think it's just gonna be fantastic. Frax, first time on King of the Dot since Thesaurus on Town Business 2. And that was a phenomenal showing. And he battled Danny as well since then. And then obviously he battled Diz. Diz is who he battled. It was Saurus, then Diz, and then Danny Myers. So this is exciting to see.
Yeah, super dope. Arcane versus the Saga. Oh man. Yo,
that's a left field one that I don't think anyone's expecting.
For real. And like, I mean, I always speak highly of Arcane, but the last battle I saw might be his last battle versus Ellipsis. Was a masterclass. Like, shouts out to Ellipsis. Just having these Toronto legends come out and just have performances of their career. I don't know if it's performance of his career. I wasn't there for his other performances, but I feel like being in the room for an Arcane performance also changes it. Like, I was there live and I watched him just control the crowd, control the room. Every single thought he expressed was built in a way that kept everybody's attention the whole time. He's masterful.
Yeah, I was there too. That was the first time that I had seen him live, and I had gone into it thinking Ellipsis was going to smoke him because of his last couple. But again, like you were saying, he really, really came out firing against Ellipsis on that card. And I think that Saga is just hitting his stride as well. He had a good return battle on URL. I don't think it's out yet on the app, but it's kind of a good test for Saga. And I think that it's a good test for Arcane too.
He's in his home court too. It's a big test for Saga. Let's be real. It's a big test for Saga. Because Arcane's got home team advantage. He's got the motivation. I mean, everybody's got the motivation. That's the thing, right? You don't really expect anybody to come at 80%. For this event, no. Nobody wants to be the guy who read off their phone at the fucking Pat Stay event.
Yeah, exactly.
Better not be that guy.
Exactly.
But it's a huge battle. I'm really excited. I'm excited to see Arcane. I think he's gonna fucking smoke it. I don't know. I'm super open to the Saga doing really well. was his last battle in Canada was versus Pep, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that was a good performance.
Mhm.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Very exciting. What else we got? Mike P versus Mad Flex. Very interesting. Pretty spicy.
Yeah, really cool. Really cool. Another kind of left field one. I don't think it necessarily jumped out as one that you would see on this card. It's one that I'm sure a lot of people were wanting to see at some point in time somewhere. And I'm excited that it's going to be on this card for Pat.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Mad Flex
No,
had to be.
I never would have put this together. I couldn't.
No.
I couldn't have imagined this. No. Because like they I don't know. I just I think their styles are so disparate. There's different. I can just say different. Their
Or
styles are very different. They oscillate. But yeah, I feel like Mike P is a lot more of a performer. He's got a lot more like power in his stuff, and Mad Flex is a lot more of a writer, and he'll be looking to connect with his punches and his writing.
Yeah, I think it's kind of a style clash.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Fire,
that's
trash.
where I would put it at.
Yo, terrible. Now he owns that. Amazing. It's brilliant work. Congratulations.
Yeah, it is actually. It's really, really smart marketing.
Facts. And and then the headlining day 2 to end the event, former King of the Dot champion, first ever King of the Dot champion, and other former King of the Dot champion, Thesaurus versus or Kid Twist versus Thesaurus.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
crazy. One last ride for Pat. I think that sums it up, right? Like Twist coming back to do one more.
I want to see some fucking great twists here. I want to see some of the best twists. I want to see some real good fucking, none of this, nothing light. No, like, oh, we do a little bit joking, a little bit of rhyming couplets, and just, stand-up comedian. This guy. I want to see fucking a fight. I don't know.
And I think we're gonna get it. I mean, Saurus has had a great last couple battles, right? He battled Bizzo, he battled Prehistoric. He's kind of having a little bit
I don't
of
know if those were great though.
Oh well,
didn't he
more
choke
so
in both of them?
No, not against Prehistoric. He won that one pretty convincing.
He's been choking a lot recently. Am I wrong?
Against Bizzo, he did have a bit of a rough go, but the material he did get out was
there was something else he did for like beast mode where he choked a punch too.
I don't think his battle with Pep on beast mode ended up happening.
No, not that one, but there's something else I can't remember. But I think that you're gonna see him not choke this time. I think you're gonna see him keep his phone in his pocket.
Yeah,
great.
Yeah, I think that. You know what I'm really, really stoked about? I think it was Disaster or it was someone else who had brought it up. But seeing how many former King of the Dot champs are on this card is really impressive. I think that Diz and Ilmac might be the only two that are missing.
Oh, true. No Ilmac.
So like getting to see Twist and Sketch Menace, I guess.
Yeah, Sketch Menace. I forgot about him.
So there's a lot of history throughout this card over 2 days. And it's going to cap with Kid Twist, the first ever King of the Dot champ, and Saurus. And I don't know. I just think that it's a great way to, if that is the final battle of the day, obviously, I think that it's a great way to end everything off.
Amazing event. Tune in, obviously, pay-per-view, everything. And yeah, it's just gonna be monumental. There'll be a bunch of promo and ways to contribute. We'll put all the links in the description below as well. But let's wrap this up. We titled this episode "The Irish Academy," and I don't really know anything about what happened with the Irish Academy.
Everything I've heard was it was a huge success.
Totally, just super fire. I'm really excited. Maybe we get Terminal on here or something like that to break it down, talk about who did well and who we should keep an eye out for. But man, I love that. I love that they had a huge academy turnout and everybody smashed it. It's just like the future of Ireland is super bright, and we're gonna be there.
Maybe not right there, but we'll be here talking about it.
It's really close. There's an Irish sea between us, but that's it. What else? What else? Oh yeah, Battle of the Week. Battle of the Week this week was crazy. Bizzo Bond versus Unanimous. An insane battle. UK Battlerap. Kick off the year. Unanimous is.
Welcome back.
This guy does not suck. And Andrew, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's nice. Let's get a nice shirt there.
Thanks.
Very cool.
Yeah. Sharks.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought Unanimous was just electrifying, and it just, the thing too that I really like about words, is that he's ending his round on some haymakers too, which a lot of people like. Sometimes you never know how someone's going to end a round, or they'll say something cool, or they'll end on a slogan or something like that. And he's just like, he builds up to this just fucking crazy line of punches. And then the last one is really good. So you're like, what? And then he ends it. You're like, whoa. And it just creates this momentum of reverberating energy through that. You end the round and it's like, wow, that's a fucking round. How are you going to top that? That you really like, not everybody does that. I felt like that was a very expert thing.
It's good to see him back healthy. I think that we talked a little bit about it, that in order to really return against Bizzo and not get smoked, he needed to be healthy. And I think that he showed that he's back in that top 5 easily in the UK.
Had Bizzo on his heels. I thought Bizzo was, again, his consistency is, his thing. But like, Bizzo was so good, and I felt he was fighting for his life. Like, I felt like it was a war, but it was he was on the defense.
Yeah, I think that, and one of the things that's been talked about a lot, if we're talking about this, it's the season, right? And so the time limits are so important on these judged battles, and the time limits were 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and Unanimous's second round was like 5 minutes and
holy shit, are you serious?
Yeah. So Yunan had basically 4 rounds of material in there. And so it's one of those, when you're going down onto the judging points, especially for something that like the time limits, and that counts towards the season and who's winning, and that it's one of those things that has to come into a factor. So I know lots of people said that Yunan won. I know lots of people that were confused as to how he didn't win. And when you're talking about a battle, Bizzo won that battle. The judge's decision.
What?
Correct. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I guess I didn't watch to the end. I just assumed.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things, right? When we're talking about such a close battle, one where both of the guys were firing on all cylinders, I think that, you have to look at the other factors as to how to determine a winner. And
so he got docked for going over time?
Yes.
Okay, well then good for Premier Battles, because like, honestly, that's the system, and if you don't play within the system, then you get docked and you lose.
Yeah, and I think that it was very thought out that Yunan's second round was the best round of the battle. But again, if you agree to 2 minutes and 30 seconds time limit, and that round is 5 minutes plus long, you have to ding some points.
Right. No, those are the rules.
And you being part of the IGC, you know better than I do when it comes to judging.
Terrible. I just flipped. I was like, oh, what do you mean? Unanimous won that battle. Oh, he broke the rules? Sorry. Sorry. IJC shit. Real shit. No, that's part of the thing. You didn't win the battle because the battle was about the time limits. It was about the constraints that the league sets in. That is the battle. So like,
and let's give some flowers here, because the way that Prem does these season battles is phenomenal. They have the timer that is running. If you as the battler stop, like if there's crowd reaction that causes you to stop, obviously the timer's paused. If you run your previous line back, that timer doesn't start again until you get to your new line. And once you go over the 2 minutes and 30 seconds, a red light in the room turns on and flashes, so that the judges that are in there also know that the time is now gone over, and you can now and everyone in the room obviously knows. And it's one of those things that you as a battler have to deal with. If you're going to go over that time, you have to be ready when that red light comes on.
You know, the way that you explain it, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. Sorry. Fuck, man. That's too bad. I mean, it is what it is. I hope that he learns from it, because, you know, like, that's just part of the game. The game you played.
And again, this is neither of us taking anything away from Yunnan. This was a return to form. This is back to being a top 5 in the UK. And I am beyond excited to see what he does next.
Yeah, for real. Great battle. Reverse Live versus Madman Leak dropped on the quiz exam. It's good to see Reverse Live getting battles out west while they figure out their shit. God knows what league represents California the best these days, but he's on there and cooking. So
yeah, this is kind of like what it was like in Canada with the pandemic. Beast Mode was kind of taken over until King of the Dot came back, and it seems like right now California is just waiting for either the Riot or GTX to come back. And so you're seeing a lot of smaller leagues sort of try and fill that time until one of the big brothers comes back.
Man, it is just like, it feels like, you know, like a lockout, like a sports lockout. It's like, man, you've got a bunch of people who are extremely talented and they don't have a platform.
I think the biggest right now in the West is Westworld, Rummitty's league that he's got going on. So
right, shouts out
which I think is where B Magic and Fate, which was also nominated for Battle of the Week.
Definitely. Yeah, shouts out to Westworld. Friends of the show. I don't know, they follow us on Twitter. We retweet them. That counts. And and their battle. One Outs New Zealand dropped Sythe versus Lazy Eye. I don't know those guys, and I haven't seen this battle yet. So bad. But I will get on that. I love that they're dropping these battles from their Isobars event that happened last year. They are a little behind on their drops because they got a whole event full of drops yet to drop, and they don't have any events yet for 2023. So we're cheering for them. Come on, New Zealand, you can do it. Because they got a lot of talent. And it's really, really dope. So I'll keep posting this shit, but that's that. What else we got? Final Word versus Dysfunctional. We said that. Beast Mode, check them out, subscribe, like all that shit. I'm a big fan of Final Word. I'm gonna fight Dysfunctional. So that's that. Fuck, I didn't label this correctly, but Messy 13 versus Villain dropped from the trenches. And I didn't watch that one either. I'm just behind. I'm sorry, guys. But definitely going to watch it because, you know, Villain's a big name in the UK, and Messy 13. He's had a couple dope clashes. I love the trenches. I love those guys. Yeah. What else we got? Battlerap Africa dropped Black Arena versus Skinny. I did watch that. These seem like this is like more of a development match. These new guys. So it's dope to see them. Dope to see more engagement, more new faces. Battlerap Africa blowing shit up. Alpha Hybrid versus Arbix dropped on Word on the Streets. Super dope. I'm really excited for this. I know that Fifth was talking about it when we had him on, that people really got to watch out for these guys in particular. So I'm really hyped to see this. Definitely check out Word on the Streets. It's a Nigerian battle rap. They're going. Nothing yet for 2023, but Word on the Streets has announced March Mayhem 3, which should be dropping soon. The announcements for that. Keep your eyes peeled because I'm like, I know so much more about it now. I want to see the next card, you know?
Yeah.
I'm familiar. And then Eli versus Doc Roney dropped on Spit That Heat. And this is a notable battle because Eli is a subreddit member. He's a member of the subreddit. He makes posts and stuff like that. He's a member of our community. So it's really, really dope. Check that out. Show some love to our guys on Reddit. And man, I think that's, oh yeah, right. iBattle. Here's the thing. iBattle has Battle of the Week for the last 2 weeks in a row with Nox versus Mike P and Los Primi versus Black Mage. So another strong, what am I trying to say?
You're trying to say entry into Battle of the Week for them this week. They've got 2, Danny Myers and Archduke Redcat, and Solcon and A-Ward, obviously.
So here's the rules with BattleBot and how they judge battle, how they, I don't know his pronouns, his or her pronouns, I don't know their pronouns. How BattleBot judges Battle of the Week is a 1-round battle won't win. Versus 3-round battles versus good 3-round battles, 1-round battle won't win. But a really good 1-round battle has a shot. Like if it's fucking incredible, shit. I mean, I don't know why it would be disqualified. So
yeah. If we were doing the podcast back when Briz versus Loso happened and dropped, that would have won Battle of the Week, right?
Facts.
That's one of those 1-rounders that is just, it's above and beyond.
But as great as I really love Archduke Redcat and like obviously Danny is great, but as great as that battle is and fun to watch as that is, it's not beating the 3 rounds of just heat from Solcon versus A-Ward.
Yeah.
What a battle.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like even if you don't like these guys, like for whatever reason, they're very polarizing, in the fan base. I think in the cultures, people who really don't like Solcon and people who really do like him. Same with A-Ward. You can't deny the level of skill being applied. It's just the highest quality of battle rap entertainment.
Yep.
You know what Jesus would do? He'd be a Jew. Bro, that is a fucking haymaker. He had a bunch of them too. He had so much shit.
That was the Solcon everyone wanted to see versus Disaster.
Facts.
So
and A-Ward got it, both barrels. Pow, pow. I like A-Ward. I know a lot of people have this A-Ward 3-0 or whatever. I had fucking Solcon winning. I thought A-Ward was really, really good, but I thought Solcon was funnier, and I don't know if the Kobe angle was really good too. It was really well executed. I really can't hate on anything in the 6 rounds.
Yeah. No, it's just a fantastic. It was my Battle of the Week.
Yeah, fair enough. If iBattle wins, it'll be 3 weeks in a row, which is crazy. But shouts out to them and all the work.
Can anyone dethrone the Battle of the Week champion?
Facts.
Return next time, 2 weeks from now, because we're not doing a show on next Sunday.
That's true. Actually, we'll round that out for this week, and we'll be back. Obviously, we're going to have a crazy time in Toronto. There's going to be a lot of stuff to do. I imagine we'll be recovering, cleaning up or something on Sunday. So stay tuned because it'll be 2 weeks, and we will be back and we will report back. I don't know. And follow the Instagram because probably there will be lots of content on Instagram from the r/rap battles account and on Twitter and all that stuff. I'm going to do what I can, but I'm working. So like, leave me alone. And that's all for this week. So what else were we going to say? Some other shit? Oh, that was good, right?
I think that was that.
Okay. Remember to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and join the Discord link in the sidebar. Like and subscribe it. Fuck it. Do it. I'm copacetic.
Good for you.
You changed me. I'm a copacetic. This is the GOAT.
Pathogenic.
And we will see you in 2 weeks' time. Stay safe, everybody out there. We love you. Let's do the thing.
See you next week. Psych.
Good.
2 weeks from now.
Great electric
Thanks
guitar.
for
So
watching.
good.